Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be showcasing the fastest ways to source special cargo in Grand Theft Auto Online. Especially because this week you're earning double money on all special cargo sale missions, which, if you have large warehouses, can be absolutely massive on making money. So let's get straight into it. What if I told you that without using any mods or cheating whatsoever, there is a way to literally fast travel or teleport directly to where you need to go, wherever that location is? Well, that's literally the truth, and I'll be showcasing that as the first part of how to source crates faster. It's the fast traveling method. So the first thing you want to do is go to online, go over to options, and make sure that you have turned on matchmaking to closed. That way when you load into a job, it doesn't ask if you want to search or join your own lobby. So that's the first thing. Make sure your matchmaking is set to closed. Then you're going to go to your interaction menu, scroll down to map blip options, and then go to jobs, and make sure every single one apart from open wheel races is checked to show. When you've done this, if you take a look at your map, you should see a whole crap ton of blue. Now I know it's a bit ugly, but this is going to save you a massive amount of time. Once again, to briefly go over what you need to do, every time you start a new source, go to quick join, go to random, alone, yes. Then you're going to go back to your phone, exit out of quick join, and then go over to your computer and start up the job. Obviously, this is really simple. All you're going to do once you start up the job is right click on your mouse repeatedly until it says, are you sure you want to leave? Press enter on your keyboard, and congratulations, you're done. So we're going to go to special cargo. We're going to do this next source. Here we go. And it's going to tell me to exit the office. Now, to be fair, you also can fast travel out of your office if you want, but I don't really think it saves you that much time, especially because you don't know where you're going. It's a little annoying that your secretary doesn't just tell you when you're inside the office, but again, we're going to exit to the ground. Our personal vehicle is going to follow us once again, so I would suggest to pull out an Oppressor or a Deluxo, something that if you're doing the flying missions, you can very easily complete them with. So, let's wait for the phone call and fast travel once again. We have to collect the weapons and ammo. It's pretty close to us, to be fair, but you can imagine if this was further away, this would be a really good method. So again, you can see my mouse just going to keep clicking. Yep, I want to quit the job. And just like that, we are now fast traveling right to that location, and our car is going to spawn literally in front of us. It's just so easy. Yep, there you have it. And there's our car right next to us. So fast traveling is 100% the fastest way you can get to wherever you're going. As you can see, I have just delivered 3 crates to my warehouse, but now I have to get back over to my office building to start the next source. Now there are 2 different ways that you can very easily start up your next source mission. The first is having the terabyte. Personally, I don't really think the terabyte is all that important to use. A, it's a lot of money, and B, it's just kind of a hassle. You have to call it out, then park it next to each building, and then move it back and forth. I personally do not suggest to use the terabyte when it comes to doing your next source. What I do is once again fast travel. Now this time the fast traveling is a lot easier, and whether you're on console or PC, it takes literally 1 step. All you need to do is set your spawn location to whatever maze bank tower you own. Make sure you obviously purchase the living accommodations in the office building, but once you've set your spawn location to the maze bank tower, you're just going to go to online, find new session, and invite only. It's going to take you about 15 seconds in total to load into a brand new session. You can see we're already up in the clouds, and just like that, the swoop down process has already started. You can see just how incredibly fast it is to fast travel. There's literally no way going into your terabyte is faster than this, because not only that, but it spawns you inside your office building ready to start up the next mission, as you can see. So it's just incredibly fast to do this type of fast traveling. This next bit of advice I can give is not necessarily mandatory, but it will save you a decent chunk of time, which time is money in this game in the long run, and that is owning your warehouses on the same road. As you can see, I have all 5 of my large warehouses basically within 1 area, and that is because it is much faster to pay assistants that go and get you the crates for you every 48 minutes, one after another, rather than going all scatterbrained across the map to go pay the assistants. It's a lot easier to keep track stack them because you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So that's what I would suggest. It costs, yeah, a decent chunk of money to own the most expensive large warehouses. And there's a reason why Rockstar has the most expensive ones all in a strip. But at the same time, it will save you a lot of effort and it will be a lot faster. To fill one large warehouse, which holds 111 crates, it's going to cost you around $660,000, which is a pretty ridiculous amount of money. That means if you want to fill all 5 large warehouses at your disposal, it's going to cost you around $3.3 million. Not everybody has that cash lying around, but because this week is paying out double money on your special cargo, Rockstar's also made it pay triple money on exporting mixed goods. Now, mixed goods are just a great way to make some money back on special cargo to begin with. You can see it when you walk up to your executive assistant. We can export mixed goods very quickly. We have 15 minutes, so let's go exit our office building. After going over to the truck that contains your mixed goods, you're going to drive about 1.5 miles to the Merryweather docks. After picking up the vehicle, which is a blue marker on the map, you're gonna have to drive around 2-ish miles, depending on where it spawns, the truck, and that's about it. It's really that simple. Sure, you'll get cops on you, but all you need to do is call the cops off with Lester. Literally takes half a second. So we got 0.7 miles left until we make it to our destination. You can even see this truck isn't actually that slow. We're going like over 100, which for delivery vehicles isn't the worst thing ever. Now, because this week Rockstar has made it so the payout is tripled for exporting mixed goods, you're going to make an absolutely mouthwatering $150,000 just from this simple delivery, which you're going to see in just a moment. That is a crazy amount of money, so let's make our way right over to the delivery. Let's roll around here, and while it's delivering this, let me go move my camera. And just like that, you can see we made 150 grand right into our account. This is going to supply us for almost 9 sources when it comes to special cargo. That's a lot of time. 9 sources is definitely going to be longer than 48 minutes. So after you finish these 9 sources, just go do another export of mixed goods because it'll be ready by then, and you'll have another 150 grand. Essentially, it's going to cost you no money whatsoever to do special cargo sourcing if you follow the simple trick. Before we end off today's video, the last thing I thought I would talk about is missions that suck. There's really only one mission that is terrible, and that is the Lupe underwater crate mission. Essentially, what you need to do is grab some demolition charges, go under the water after grabbing a rebreather and killing a bunch of people, place a bunch of satchel charges down, and then hopefully get into whatever vehicle you have before the Merryweather guards shoot you and constantly kill you over and over and over on the ground. The mission sucks. If you're not good at the game, it'll take you probably 10 to 12 minutes to complete, especially if you're not experienced with that mission. So my advice, skip it. It's only 18 grand, and as I just showcased with exporting mixed goods, you can make 150 grand in literally 2 minutes. So it's not the end of the world. Sure, you'll lose a bit of money, but in the long run, you're saving so much time by not doing that mission, you're saving money. So that is my advice when it comes to the Lupe mission. If you still wanted to complete it, I would just suggest use the Deluxo, hover it over the water, because you can teleport right into the Deluxo once you've completed the satchel charges part. But yeah, I still think it's probably the biggest waste of time when it comes to special cargo. It's really unfortunate. At the end of the day, special cargo with its double money this week is absolutely fantastic. Later this week, maybe tomorrow, maybe a day after tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure when, because this is going to take a lot of effort. I'm going to try and beat the Professional's world record money made when it comes to special cargo, because when the Professional made his video, there wasn't nearly as many businesses available in the game, and they have since buffed air freight cargo. There's also the Acid Lab, so I'm going to be filling up every single business and selling every single one, if I can, in a public lobby. I am really excited, so make sure you stay tuned. But at the end of the day, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and let me know if you like this. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.